Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a Saturday evening episode of Ted's Booze Cellar here with your most gracious host, me, Ted. So today we're here in, my bedroom. It's currently 5:43 on Saturday the 10th of April 2021. Hope I'm finding you all in a good state of affairs, and if not, I hope things get better for you very, very soon. Now, I'm going to be taking a look today at something a little bit interesting, because as some of my older viewers will know, I have reviewed some drinks from the brewery Hiver before. Now, Hiver are particularly well known for brewing honey into the base of their beers. And before I've reviewed their blonde beer, their lager, and the red ale that they produced, so today I'm going to be taking a look at Hiver's Session Indian Pale Ale, or their Session IPA. Fresh, natural, it says here, drink Hiver, save bees. Come and visit the Hiver Bee and Beer experience and get your hands on with beekeeping. You'll learn about our work supporting British bees and how we make this award-winning fresh and natural Session IPA brewed with a touch of honey. It's the crisp, refreshing taste of Hiver and our sustainable approach to brewing great beer that makes it feel like summer all year long. Well, it'll be summer fairly soon, to be fair, so that makes sense. But yeah, this is 4.9% alcohol volume, so about what I expect for a kind of mass-produced sort of IPA. 330 millilitres. Let's see, it was £2 from Sainsbury's. Yeah, I quite like the design of this bottle. It's, again, like with Hiver, there's sort of the colours kind of get you in the mood for like what kind of drink you're about to have. Like the label for their red ale was red, the label for their blonde beer was blonde, and I mean, I don't know why they made the label for this green, but it looks nice. So yeah, I'll give that a good 7 or 8 out of 10. It could be a bit more detailed, but I'd like the design of the lines, and the colours are really nice. So yeah, that's pretty good. I've got to say, £2 for like this size of bottle for like an alternative sort of like brewed IPA. I quite like. So I think it's quite a reasonable price for a drink this size. So let's give it a sniff and see what our first impressions are like. Very minor sort of honeyish smell, bit of a bitter ting. Really not much to say. It doesn't really smell of much. I'll give it a 5.5 out of 10 for the smell, because it does have pleasant smells in there. It just doesn't really smell of much, so I don't really know what else I can say about that. But hopefully it'll be more notable than the smell in terms of its taste. But as always, quick palate cleanser of water. And I know like lots of people don't like IPAs because they have a bitter finish to them, and they're kind of seen as a bit pretentious, but I'm hoping that this is just a sort of like good, competent beer, really. I mean, Hiver are generally pretty competent themselves, so yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Bottoms up. Okay, so there's definitely this honey through line that's stronger at the start, and then it sort of mellows out a little bit towards the end. And then there's this hoppy, bitter ping at the end. It sort of like fizzes up in the middle of the taste and sort of pops out at the end. It doesn't linger too much, although it's quite prominent. So I can imagine some people being put off by this, because I know a lot of people, their main gripes with IPAs is the fact that they have that bitter hoppy kick at the back of the end of the taste at the finish. So the texture's not too bad, actually. The texture's quite nice. It muddles the flavour a little bit at the end, but generally it's fine. I would say my main gripe with this is the fact that the flavours aren't necessarily the best balanced. They're not bad, and they don't go together too badly, actually. That smooth honeyish flavour that's present throughout all of Hiver's beers does go reasonably well with sort of like bitter sort of oomph you get at the finish with the IPA. But they're not seamlessly like brewed together. They do starkly contrast against each other in a way that I feel like wouldn't make for the smoothest drinking experience. That being said, it's still a good drinking experience overall. I say overall, yeah, it's a good IPA. I'd just say that it could be a bit smoother in terms of flavour and texture. And then they could probably dial back the bitterness, the hoppy bitterness at the end, by about 10 to 25%. I'm not blown away, but the potential for this being an even more improved and way better IPA in the future is definitely there. And generally, it is a good beer. I'd say try it. Maybe not for your first ever IPA, but definitely at some point down the line, because it has an interesting flavour and it's a nice concept, I think. Honey-based IPA is interesting. And generally, while I do have some gripes with it, it is still a very competently brewed beer by a competent brewery who I have a lot of respect for. So I would say a 7 out of 10. I think, yeah, it's not going to blow me away, but it's definitely a bit above average. It's nice enough that I would buy it again, and it's cheap enough that I would buy it again as well. So I think, yeah, give this a shot if you're interested, and let me know what you think in the comments section below. Oh, dear me. As always, as well, if you do have any suggestions for future episodes of Ted's Booze Cellar, let me know in the comment section below as well. If you want to check out anything else I do online, I'll leave the links to all that in the video description below. And if you like this video, as always, leave a like, share, and subscribe. So until next time, stay safe, have fun, drink responsibly, know your limits, and I'll see you guys next time at the bar on Ted's Booze Cellar. Bye-bye for now.